So let's talk about the bow for a minute. This is an example of a bow you might have found in a really old case that's been stored in your attic for years, or maybe you found one at a flea market and you really want to get started learning how to play the violin like this. And this is a cool one. This has got some very lovely ivory. It's got a lot of personality. The thing is, I don't want to rain on your enthusiasm parade, but there's enough obstacles with learning how to the violin. I don't want you to have more headaches because a bow like this is going to make life really difficult for you. One of the first things this bow is going to need is a rehair. And every bow needs to be rehaired, every so often. And that depends. It could be every 6 months, it could be a year, depending on how much you play it or how much hair is left. And the thing is, over time, hairs break or fall out. And if you've lost quite a chunk of hair like this bow, it's gonna make life really difficult just to keep your bow hair flat. It's always the bow is just gonna keep rolling over, and it's gonna be difficult to control. So a rehair can go a long way. This bow would also be difficult to play because it doesn't have the leather grip for your thumb or the windings here. And so it's just be a little slippery to hang on to. I'll show you compared with like this bow. It's got a nice grip for your thumb to grab onto, and the windings also help your index finger hold onto the bow and control it. So, it would be expensive if you took this bow to the shop. They're probably gonna charge you at least 50 bucks for that winding, and who knows what the silver wrapping would be. The wrapping is not as important. The grip, though, is very important to being able to hold onto your bow. What I recommend is you can just get like a pen or a pencil grip, like these little rubber grips, or sometimes there's like little squishy ones that are colorful, and you can just slide them onto your bow. What you do is you just unscrew the screw here, just kind of pull this down, and you can slide a pencil grip over the stick there. Sometimes a bow just needs to be rehaired. Even if it has a lot of hair, like on this one, but the hair is really old, it's gotten kind of grimy. You can see there's some like oil spots on the hair where somebody has touched the hair with like sweaty hands. That's why we always recommend don't touch the hair, because it absorbs the oil and then it doesn't hold on to the rosin very well. So you can hear on this bow, there's spots, I can feel it, where the bow doesn't grab the string anymore, and especially at the frog. I'm playing and it's literally just skating across the string. And so yes, you can keep rosining it, and maybe it'll grab some of that. But really, if the hair is at least over a year old, and you're kind of getting some spots where it skates, or it has like some unevenness, chances are getting a rehair will clear all that up. If your bow is brand new, or you just got it rehaired, and also if your rosin is new, it's gonna take quite a bit of time to get your bow rosined up for the first time. So just get comfy, put a movie on, call your friends that you haven't talked to in a long time, and they'll be like, "What's that noise?" And you'll be like, "Oh, I'm just rosining my bow for the first time." It could take 5 minutes, and then you might play it and you might have a dead spot at the tip, and so you gotta come back up here and really rosin it up. I also like to rotate my rosin so you don't get a groove in the rosin, but that's just me. And then after that, there's no real hard and fast rule about how often you should rosin your bow. I just think, if your bow is skipping or skating, or it's not gripping the string when you need it to, put some more rosin on. On a daily routine putting on rosin, just a couple swipes is probably all you need. Just do a couple long passes. You can do some at the frog, a little bit of this action, and you should be good to go. You're gonna have to dust the rosin, or clean the rosin dust off your strings rather, after you do it, because it's gonna create a big cloud of rosin dust. So just keep on it with cleaning the rosin off the strings and the body of your violin, so that doesn't build up and get grimy and gross, okay? Thanks. Hey, before I lose you to the rest of the internet, if you're ready to learn how to start playing the violin or improve the skills that you already have with a step-by-step plan that actually works, I encourage you to check out my course over at onviolin.com. It's fun, it's flexible, and it's built for making real progress. I'd love to help you get started, and I look forward to working with you more on violin.com.